So sometimes we're going to have to identify the range. So what does that mean? Well, how would we think about this? So if you have a function that is defined by f of x is equal to x to the power of 4, for a set of real numbers, identify the range. So what numbers are going to be coming up at the end of this function? Well, something about raising something to a power of a positive number is we know that that number is always going to be positive no matter what number you put in. So you'd have something like that bracket like this. So you'd have f of x is going to be a set of real numbers, which we know, but f of x, so the output, the range, is always going to be greater than 0. For every value of x, it's always going to be greater. Because of this term here, it's always going to be greater than 0. Okay. What about this one here? A function is defined by f of x equals sine x for a set of real numbers. Identify the range. Well, this one, you have to think about it a little bit more, but again, it's still pretty straightforward. So again, we'll have f of x is a set of real numbers. Okay, but now we need to think about what numbers are going to appear in this term. Well, if you think about your sine graph, we know that it starts at 0, goes up to positive 1, goes back down, goes down to negative 1, and then it goes back to 0. So 1, negative 1. Okay, so the biggest this number can get, the biggest this wave can get is to 1, and the lowest it can get is negative 1, all the numbers in between. So we would say that the range for this function is going to be between, well, f of x is going to lie between negative 1 and it's going to lie between positive 1. I'm saying it can't get any bigger or smaller than these two numbers. F of x is always going to fall in this range. Okay.